Del Mar Union School District board member arrested for soliciting a prostitute. Details coming up.
Serious travel warnings for parts of Mexico due to escalating crime and cartel violence.
Plus, we're working for you to find solutions to the condominium insurance crisis, what the state insurance commissioner is saying tonight.
Thousands of Californians forcibly or unknowingly sterilized in state-run hospitals and prisons. How the state is now trying to make amends.
And will a chain message really take the ads off your Facebook feed? We verified.
And if you think the Toy Man only gives away gifts to kids during the holidays, wait until you see this mountain of memorabilia for military veterans.
CBS 8 News live at 6 starts right now. A Del Mar Union School District board member arrested for soliciting a prostitute in Florida. And just in the last hour, we learned about his resignation. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
And I'm Heather Myers. In tonight for Marcella Lee. Scott Wooten is out of jail tonight after posting bail. He was one of more than 200 people taken into custody after authorities say they busted a major human trafficking ring during what they called Operation Traffic Stop.
CBS 8's Shannon Handy has details on his arrest and how the district is responding.
Scott Wooten has served as a trustee with the board here since 2010. In a statement, a district spokesperson said the allegations against him are shocking and extremely concerning.
He's on the governing board of the Del Mar Union Public School District. Now, don't you want this guy making decisions for your children?
During a press conference Thursday, Polk County, Florida Sheriff Grady Judd did not hold back when talking about Scott Wooten, one of 213 people arrested there as part of a week-long drug and sex trafficking operation called Operation Traffic Stop.
This guy comes from the San Diego area of California. He was supposedly here helping his mom and dad, and hey, he had a few minutes, so he decided he would come here and engage in sex.
Wooten was among 89 so-called Johns arrested during the sting. According to this affidavit, he was taken into custody February 11th. He's accused of contacting an undercover detective who posted an ad online posing as an escort. The two made arrangements to meet when he arrived. Sheriffs say he offered $200 in cash for sex. The 6-year-old, who is married with 2 children, was arrested without incident. In the documents, he reportedly say he, quote, got caught doing something stupid. Wooten faces 1 misdemeanor charge of soliciting a prostitute. He was released Monday after posting a $500 bail. Meanwhile, news of his arrest has spread amongst parents in the district.
My neighbors and many parents were outraged.
Speaking to us earlier today, Augie Rose, a mom of 3, said Wooten should be placed on administrative leave immediately.
Just concerning because we don't know who to trust anymore as a parent.
I tried contacting Wooten but have not heard back. Hours before his resignation, the district did release a statement saying while we do not yet know all the details and circumstances of this incident, the allegations are shocking and extremely concerning. The district is continuing to learn more about this incident as information becomes available, and the board is exploring options for any related action with its attorneys. On behalf of the entire board, you have our commitment that our superintendent and all staff will continue to focus on our important work each day in support of the students of the Del Mar Union School District.
Wooten's arraignment is scheduled in Florida on February 24th. If you'd like to take a look at the entire affidavit against him, just log on to CBS8.com and click on this story. For CBS 8, I'm Shannon Handy.
Thanks, Shannon. Right now, San Diego police are looking for the gunman who shot a man in La Jolla last night. It happened a little before 10 on Morning Way off Via La Jolla Drive. Police tell us the 47-year-old victim was shot several times while he was getting out of his car by someone in another car. He was hit multiple times in the stomach and taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. We're working to learn his current condition. A warning tonight for orange and blue line trolley riders in San Diego. County Health and MTS are warning that you may have been exposed to tuberculosis. They're working to notify riders who used the trolley between June 30th and December 31st of last year. If you use the trolley, here are the lines in question. The blue line from San Ysidro to the 12th and Imperial Transit Center, weekdays 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. The orange line from 12th and Imperial to El Cajon, weekdays between 6:30 a.m. and 7 a.m. The Orange Line from El Cajon to 12th and Imperial weekdays between 5:45 p.m. and 6:15 p.m. And the Blue Line from 12th and Imperial to San Isidro weekdays between 7:15 p.m. and 7:45 p.m. For more information on potential exposure, you can call the County TP Control Program at 619-692-8621.
CBS 8 is working for you to find solutions to what appears to be a condo insurance crisis in California. Tonight, the state insurance commissioner is promising that an announcement is coming soon.
CBS 8's David Goffredson talked to an insurance trade group who said insurance companies believe fire mitigation is the solution.
We want to be able to insure communities, homeowners, condos in California.
Janet Ruiz works for the Insurance Information Institute, a nonprofit trade group that educates the public on behalf of the insurance industry.
Inflation has really driven up the cost of building.
She's quick to point out why insurance companies are not renewing policies on large condominium complexes.
We've seen a huge increase in the numbers of wildfires and the losses from wildfires.
But when it comes to solving the condo insurance crisis in California, Ruiz mainly talks about wildfire mitigation. In other words, clearing brush and hardening homes.
The insurance companies are going to do better with condo associations as they do more mitigation so that they are more resistant to wildfire.
The insurance industry is not too keen on solutions that include state-run insurance programs like Florida's Citizens Property Insurance or California's FAIR Plan that provides fire insurance as a policy of last resort.
A short-term solution could be the California FAIR Plan, but it's really not set up for that, and it's not the best solution.
Ruiz says future solutions are coming beginning in April, when the state will start looking at lowering rates as a reward for fire mitigation.
So the California Department of Insurance has asked all the admitted insurance companies to file new rating structures that would include discounts for home hardening and community wildfire resilience.
The solutions can't come fast enough, as CBS 8 has reported. More than 1,000 local condo owners have had their policies canceled recently by Farmers Insurance due to wildfire risk.
After the changes go through, there will be more insurance available to condo associations, and the insurance market will be in a much better place.
Now, a spokesperson for the California Department of Insurance emailed me today saying the commissioner would have more to announce on this issue soon, but still no ETA on when that announcement might be coming down.
Oh boy, this impacts a lot of people right here in San Diego County. David, what happens when an entire complex, let's say of 300 condos, is not renewed? How do they find property insurance?
Well, they typically have to go through an insurance broker who will then cobble together an insurance policy, a replacement insurance policy. But those replacement insurance policies are much more expensive. We heard from Condo Complex in Scripps Ranch, their premiums were $50,000 per year, and the replacement policy premiums went up to $800,000 per year, a 16-fold increase.
Yeah, unsustainable for a lot of people. David Goffredson reporting live. David, thanks for staying on top of this story for us. And here at CBS 8, we want to help solve problems affecting you. If there's something that you would like us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com. Carlsbad is targeting young bike riders in a plan to make streets safer. There's been a big jump in bike crashes since summer. Today, police and city staff handed out traffic safety tip cards to parents, reminding them to teach their children the rules of the road.
How they're doing this, it should have been done a long time ago.
I think it's a good idea. A lot more people are on e-bikes and other types of bikes, and it's good to have all of us thinking the same way.
The city is also holding an after-school event where kids can get helmet and bike checks and practice their safety skills.
Governor Gavin Newsom spent part of his day highlighting the state's investment in education. As our political reporter Morgan Reiner tells us, the governor says California's schools also aren't shying away from diversity in the way he claims schools in red states are doing.
Today's press conference was meant to highlight what California is already doing to lead the nation in education. One California school board member told me that California is doing anything but leading.
In this classroom where everyone is welcome and equality blooms.
We're here celebrating the remarkable diversity and contribution, regardless of your sexual orientation, making everyone feel included.
Governor Gavin Newsom said California does what other states don't allow.
The choice to read books without fear of being banned, and the freedom for teachers to teach without fear of being criminalized and prosecuted, as is the case in other parts of this country. This is a serious moment.
And California, he says, has success to show for it.
It's also important for Californians to know that California outperformed the nation in math and reading, outperformed states like Florida.
California's testing levels did decline slightly less than other states during the pandemic. In California, where the vast majority of schools were closed until spring 2021, scores fell by 6 points. In states like Florida and Texas, where schools opened earlier, they fell by 7 points. But still, in California, an alarming 2 in 3 students are not proficient in math, and a majority are not proficient in reading.
California, when it comes to math and reading, is ranked near the bottom. I believe we're 49th out of 50 on those scores.
Jonathan Zackerson is a school board member and founder of Reopen California Schools. He actually doesn't hate everything Newsom highlighted today in terms of investing in education and mental health.
Some of those policies are, okay policies, but you have to take a look at the root of the problem. Why do we have those crises that they mentioned that we need to solve?
Because nothing new was announced today, reporters took the opportunity to ask the governor about a handful of other important issues in California. For example, it was months ago that the governor first called for a special session to address the high gas prices and punish the oil companies for it, but yet we still don't have any details. The governor said that the fact that we've even made it to this part is extraordinary, going against the most powerful corporations in the world, but he was not able to give us a date on when we would get more details.
Thanks, Morgan. Still ahead tonight, a warning if you're planning to travel to Mexico for spring break.
Plus, the video is shocking. One woman's advice to other women as she describes how she fought off an attacker at her gym.
Last night and this morning was cold. It even set a new record in Ramona. 22 degrees was the overnight low. Broke that record by about 3 degrees. Will it be that cold tonight? All those details ahead.
President Biden addresses shooting down unidentified flying objects. I'm Nicole D'Antonio at the White House with his plan for a new set of rules and his message to China.
Tank or a tankless water heater, you know who to call. Call 1-800-BILL-HOW. Because we know how.
At Legoland California Resort, dragons fly all the time. Lego bricks and water mix for instant fun. And our newest land, the Lego Movie World, puts you in the action. Even the hotels are built for nonstop play. Book your family vacation today at Legoland.com.
Guys, are you struggling with ED and sick of the pills? Well, we now have a major medical breakthrough. Our WAVE technology is clinically shown to open up and repair blood vessels, treating the root cause problem of ED. No pills and no side effects. If you are ready to regain your love life, call us now and you'll get the ultrasound and assessment totally free. Also, a gift that can produce rapid results. You're gonna love that. And today, Thursday only, tune-up treatments are included. This means that if you notice results fading in the future, we will retreat you free of charge, and that's good for calls today, Thursday only. Guys, it's time to get your love life back.
Put a stop to your erectile dysfunction. Call today, Thursday, February 16th, and you'll qualify for the exam, assessment, ultrasound, and special gift free. Plus 5 tune-up treatments at no charge. This $800 value is free to those who call today only, February 16th. Call Ocean View Medical Clinic at 619-693-3333. This offer ends today.
Let's get started.
Bill, where's your mask?
I really tried sleeping with it, everybody, but I'm done struggling. Now I sleep with Inspire.
Inspire?
Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside my body with just a click of this button.
A button? No mask? No hose?
Just sleep.
Yeah, but you need the hose, you need the air, you need the...
Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
President Biden addressed the nation today about the flying objects recently shot down by the U.S. military.
The shootdowns follow the takedown earlier this month of that Chinese spy balloon that flew across the U.S. CBS News' Nicole D'Antonio reports from the White House.
President Biden says the intelligence community's latest assessment is that the mystery objects shot down over the U.S. and Canadian airspace most likely belong to private research or recreational companies.
We don't yet know exactly what these three objects were, but nothing right now suggests they were related to China's spy balloon program or that they were surveillance vehicles from any other country.
The president says a team is working on sharper rules to distinguish between these objects and those that may threaten safety and security.
Make no mistake, if any object presents a threat to the safety and security of the American people, I will take it down.
The president's remarks Thursday came amid calls for him to explain the recent drama in U.S. airspace.
This is the first time in American history, 65 years since NORAD was set up, that we've shot anything down, not to mention 3 things over 3 days last weekend.
The president said he will share more with Congress when the new policy rules are complete and made no apologies for taking down the Chinese spy balloon earlier this month.
We shot it down, sending a clear message. The violation of our sovereignty is unacceptable. We'll act to protect our country, and we did.
Biden said he hopes to speak with the Chinese president and get to the bottom of this. The Navy is expected to wrap up its search for remnants of the balloon off the coast of South Carolina today. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, the White House.
According to U.S. officials, there's a growing belief the Chinese balloon's initial course was intended to be over Guam and Hawaii, but it was blown off course by winds and then crossed over the U.S. mainland. New developments tonight in the Georgia investigation looking into former President Trump and alleged 2020 election interference. Today, a Fulton County judge released part of a special grand jury report. The grand jury determined by unanimous vote that there was no evidence of widespread fraud. The report added that perjury may have been committed during their 7-month-long investigation, but we don't know any names of people suspected of lying under oath. The district attorney is still considering whether to seek indictments.
Tesla is recalling hundreds of thousands of its vehicles equipped with full self-driving software. The recall affects more than 362,000 vehicles. This comes after U.S. regulators said the driver assistance system didn't follow traffic safety laws closely enough and could cause crashes. Tesla says it will try to fix the problem through a software update.
Wait a minute, what time is it again? 6:07. Lovely to have you with us.
It's nice to be here through the evening shows this evening, although I realize I didn't bring a jacket for myself going back out to the parking lot later, and I think I'm going to need one.
Oh, I gotta find one for you around here.
It's cold again.
Yeah, it is, Heather. I mean, you're still talking about chilly temperatures, but here's the thing. We're not talking about any alerts for tonight. Now, we've had that over the past couple of nights and mornings, and that's because we had widespread 30s when it came to our overnight lows. Now, we have current temperatures into the 50s and 60s, a little chill, a little bite in the air, and overnight lows are still gonna be on the chilly side as we see some 40s. And you're looking at a current temperature of 62 degrees for downtown and 57 degrees for El Cajon. You have 54 currently for Del Mar. We had wind speeds that also picked up for today, so that kind of added to everything. A little bit of a chill, especially if you were standing in the shade. You're talking about wind speed of 13 miles per hour for Ramona. We have gusts right now in the teens for Campo and for Escondido, and 42 miles per hour with a current wind gust for Alpine, and that's with offshore winds picking up. So your overnight lows are still going to be on the chilly side. It's just not going to be widespread 30s, and that's why we're not talking about a frost advisory for tonight. tonight. 46 degrees, that will be for downtown, 41 for Miramar, 43 expected for Poway, 41 as an overnight low for Chula Vista. And then we have a swinging of the pendulum, and that just brings in our temperatures yet again into the 60s. So that's going to be the case by tomorrow afternoon. And you're still talking about being near seasonal. 66 degrees is seasonal high west of the mountains, 65 for tomorrow, and that will be for Chula Vista as well as downtown, and 64 for Escondido. So let's talk about those winds that we felt earlier today. You have this area of high pressure that moved in, and so those winds will continue to stick around through Friday. Offshore winds, we're talking about some Santa Ana winds, and those gusts out about, let's say, 45 to 50 miles per hour expected, and also those winds out of the east and the northeast. Sustained wind speeds about 15 to 25 miles per hour. Here's the thing, we don't have any alerts when it comes to it, but we are just talking about a breeze in the air that will be noticeable like it was today by tomorrow. Also, the strongest winds look to be right along the foothills. That will be the case for the morning hours and tomorrow afternoon. So you're talking about some gusts up to about 23 miles per hour for Escondido at 8:30 tomorrow. Still seeing those 20s for Alpine as well as for Ramona. 40 miles per hour for Julian. Then we have those winds going all the way until 5 p.m. tomorrow. Teens, 20s, and 30s for Ramona as well as Alpine and for Escondido, and also seeing gusts up to about 26 miles per hour. That will be for Pine Valley as well as for Campo. Things calm down a little bit more as we go into the start of the weekend, so about Saturday morning, more confined to the mountains. When we take a look at that 8-day microclimate forecast this weekend, passing clouds in the forecast, still talking about near seasonal temperatures, but you notice some rain, not just once, not just twice, but 3 times next week, and a chance for mountain snow. Details next half hour. Let's go ahead and take a look at your weather quiz question. It's turning into a bit, Carlo. I'm on my seasonal kick.
A lot of equinox this week.
Oh, yeah. So which of the following is also called the spring equinox? Is it A, vernal equinox, B, winter solstice, C, summer solstice, or D, autumnal equinox?
Okay, it ain't D.
Well, true. And you know, your general rule of thumb, it ain't C. Typically, you say C.
That's not.
But here's the thing. It says spring equinox. So it has to be an equinox.
Process of elimination there, folks.
There you go. Just head to our website, cbs8.com/weatherquiz to make your guess. You could win a family 4-pack of tickets to see the San Diego Padres host the Colorado Rockies the night of Saturday, April 1st at Petco Park as part of their opening series of the season. Padres baseball is back in action. Be there to cheer the team onto a victory this season, and this prize is sponsored by Corky's Pest Control. You get your new weather quiz question every Monday through Friday during this newscast and our 7 a.m. Good luck and more about seasons.
February is Black History Month, and we're celebrating by highlighting some of San Diego's Black-owned businesses.
Today we're featuring Asmara Cafe. They've been open for about a year in City Heights. They serve Ethiopian food and coffee.
I do have fresh food, and I do have vegan, veggie, and I do have meat and fish. So all is fresh food I made here. As I say, the bread injera is fresh too. I made here everything, and 100% safe and gluten-free.
You can find Asmara Cafe at 3817 El Cajon Boulevard.
You can tell she just has the heart behind the business, too.
A lot of passion for it. You know, there's going to be some love in that food.
I have to try it. We're still ahead tonight. Amends from California leaders for forced sterilizations in state hospitals and prisons.
And can a shared Facebook post help clear the ads off your timeline? Up next, we verify.